Okay, so this workout is going to be 4 exercises long, but we're going to do it 3 rounds. Each exercise we're going to do for 50 seconds with a very short break in between, because we're going to pack these ones in. This is great if you're busy and you just want an efficient workout. So if you are looking to improve your posture, or you're looking to improve through the lower body in terms of strength and mobility, this is a fantastic workout for you. First exercise that we have is we are going to take it into a child's pose. It's like 2 exercises into one. So for this child pose, you can think about where you want the knees to be, and you can experiment with this. So experiment with having them slightly further out as well as slightly further in. Start in this child's pose, so the bum is coming down towards the heels, the hands are stretched out forwards. From here, you're going to squeeze through the bum, push all the way up, and we're going to take it into a kneeling plank position. Are you ready? Don't let those hips sag. Let's go. Come all the way down. Feel that stretch through the lower back. Come all the way up into that high plank position. Bum comes down, and we're coming up again. Really important with this one is I want to keep some tension in the arms. So try not to let that chest sag down. Keep pushing the ground away. And that's also going to do wonders for the upper back as well. Now, when you come into this plank position, try to get the shoulders over those wrists. When you're in the plank position, think about drawing the hip bones together to create that tension in the lower abdominals. We are almost done. Good stuff. Right, come into all 4s now. Shoulders over the wrists and hips are going to be over those knees. Our bird dog is where we take opposite arm and opposite hand away from each other. So the timer started, let's get going. With this one, if you're a beginner, just try and keep the arms and the feet on the ground. And what we're looking to do is to keep the shoulders and the hips really steady. If you feel like you can do that, then you can start actually taking the arms and the legs off the ground. Keep those tummy muscles really nice and strong, but make sure you are breathing. Good stuff. One thing with this is don't go too crazy. Don't lift the arms and the legs too high. Keep things nice and long. Amazing, we get to have a lie down now. So you're going to come and lie down on your front. You're going to bend the legs and you're going to flex the feet. Don't let those knees come too far out. Hands are going to come down, chest is down. Knees and chest are going to come off the ground. You can relax back down. The head can drop towards the floor. Make sure you keep breathing as you squeeze the bum, the back of the legs, all the way down the spine as well to lift up. You can imagine that you're parachuting. You just jumped out of a plane, hopefully with a parachute. Now, if you're feeling any tension through the lower back, what I want you to do is to engage those tummy muscles as much as you can, especially when you're trying to get the knees and the chest off the ground. And if you're still having problems, just let me know. Good. Now we take it over to the other side. So we get to lie down on your back. How fun is this? Okay, from here, we are going to place the hands on the thighs in a thumbs up position. And as we lower that bum down, we want the thumbs to touch the ground. So the hips rise, the hands come together like so. And as we put that bum down, we're going to get the thumbs behind the head so they just about touch the ground. So when you're doing this, just double check to make sure that the heels are fairly close to the bum so that when you come up and you lift through the glutes that you're making 90 degrees. And try and keep those arms nice and long. So with all of these exercises, do it with control. First round is over. That went fast. Are you ready? Let's come back into the child's pose and this kneeling plank. Come all the way up. We have that kneeling plank. Come all the way down. Now, if you want more of a challenge, come onto the toes and take it into a full plank. Come back down to the knees and back into the child's pose. So if you're going to take this into the full version, I want you to be really careful to make sure that those hips do not sag down. So what we do not want to see is coming up, but then those hips sagging down. Try and keep them up. Push through the shoulders. It's almost like you're creating a tabletop with your back. I always think if you can, it's fantastic to have a mirror whilst you do these exercises. Okay, coming onto all fours now, we have got our bird dog, opposite arm and opposite leg. Again, do this with intention. Let's go. Push the ground away. Opposite arm and opposite leg are going to move away from each other. So think about intentionality with this. If you feel like you want to make this more challenging, some people place a little loop band around those arms for some extra resistance. But even though this might not look like a fairly intense or challenging exercise, if you do it properly, it is. Keep those hips super still, super level, as well as the shoulders. Keep pushing the ground away. And imagine you're reaching to the opposite sides of the room. Well done. We're doing such a good job. Let's lie down. We're going to jump out of plane. Parachuters. Bend those legs. Keep the gaze down towards the ground. And let's lift up at the same time. The arms are bent. We're going to make sure we keep breathing as the chest comes off the ground and the knees come off the ground at the same time. Don't forget, you can also think about flexing the foot. So we're creating tension through the body. We're being really focused on the movements that we are doing. And we're working to build a better posture. Good, we're at less than 10 seconds. Almost done. Nice one. And let's take it over onto your back for our glute bridge again. Don't forget, we are going to start with the hands in a thumbs up position on the legs. Squeeze the bum, come all the way up. As the bum comes down, we're going to stretch the arms behind the head. Now what I want you to do is to really feel like you're trying to lengthen through the arms and keep them nice and straight, because this might actually just be a challenge in itself. And as you're doing this, think about drawing those ribs down as you come down, coming all the way back up again. This is a good test for posture, and then also to see how tight things are around the shoulders. Keep those hips really nice and steady. And again, see if you can get the thumbs to touch the ground at the same time. Round 2 is done. Are you ready? Round 3, let's go for it. Starting off in that child's pose position. Knees, where you can change around the knee position in terms of how wide they are or how close together. I always like to start in the kneeling plank position before I then decide whether to take it into a full plank. Make sure you're breathing, tuck those toes under. Try and keep that neck nice and long. So when you're in this position, tuck that chin in and almost feel like you're reaching the back of the neck towards the ceiling. So instead of being like this or like this, think about head back, tuck that chin in. We're almost done. Fantastic. Last one for these bird dogs. Push the ground away. We're on all fours. Those ribs are drawn down. Everything is nice and tight and nice and strong. Opposite arms and opposite legs. Again, think about the head position. Try not to drop things down. Try not to lift things up. Tuck that chin in. Imagine you're giving yourself a double chin. Keep that head and neck nice and long. Don't let the arm and the legs come up too high. You want to avoid anything that's going to create an arch through the back. Mindful movements, super important. Pushing the ground away, making sure you're breathing. And let's take it down into our parachuters. Why not? Let's come down, bend the legs, take the gaze down. Arms are going to come out into this W position, flex the feet, squeeze the bum, chest and shoulders off the ground as well as the knees. Hold it here for a few seconds. Come back down. Coming up and down. No need to rush any of these positions. Make sure you keep breathing. Also think about the position of the knees. So you can try and adjust, bringing them slightly closer together. And see what that does to the challenge. Last exercise, are you ready? We're going to take it into our glute bridges. So don't forget, lying on your back, make sure you can just about brush the backs of the heels with your fingers. Feet are going to be hip bone width apart, thumbs up. The hips come all the way up. As they come down, the thumbs come up above the head. And we're going to squeeze through the glutes. Get the hands down towards the hips. Squeeze the glutes. As we come back down, the thumbs are going to come above the head. Again, really think about stretching through the shoulders, trying to make our arms as long as we can, trying to keep those hips really, really steady. If you are doing these fast, then you might find these quite easy because there's less mindfulness when you're doing it fast. But if you're really squeezing and trying to keep those hips level, trying to keep tension between those knees, you'll find it so much harder. And look, just like that, we are done. Well done. Give yourself a high five.